Good morning. We have started our tour to Palcoyo. We had to wake up at 4 a.m. And got on the bus about 5, and we just stopped at our breakfast stop. There wasn't that much option for breakfast, so I'd recommend bringing a protein bar or something if you need more than what they have to offer. It was mostly fruit, yogurt, and then some ham, cheese, and cold eggs. And soup. It's a little chilly this morning, and we're ascending up to about 18,000 feet, I think, on the mountain, so we'll keep you posted. Hopefully we have a good day. So we are now in the town of Checacupe. This is the place where there are 3 bridges. The one that we just crossed is the original Inca bridge. And then the one right here that's made of stone is a colonial bridge. And then over here we have a modern bridge. And our guide said that the modern bridge was actually built by the Eiffel company, the same company that built the Eiffel Tower. So kind of funny out here in Peru. The Inca bridge, in my opinion, was surprisingly sturdy. Brian, what did you think?
It swayed a bunch, but hey, I made it over the river, so that's what matters.
Brian is tired this morning. It was about an hour and a half to breakfast from Cusco, and then 20 minutes here. And then he said it's another hour and a half to get up to Palcoyo. So we will be hopping back on the bus here in a minute, probably taking another nap, and we'll check back in with you when we get there. Well, we have made it to the mountains. We're feeling a bit short of breath.
That's an understatement. The drive up here was pretty insane.
So bumpy. So bumpy.
So rough, and switchbacks back and forth. As we were climbing the altitude, my head hurt so bad.
Oh, my head.
I was like, gosh, are we going any higher? So being from Florida, and our elevation's like 11 feet compared to somewhere between 16 and 18,000 feet up here. It's painful. But in Cusco, they sell these like oxygen shots.
He's got to put it together. Hold on.
Oh. And it goes together like this. And you go like that. And I feel like it helps. It wasn't that expensive.
I think it was 27 soles, which is like $5.
Yeah, like $5.
I will say the scenery on the way up was beautiful. Lots of streams and llamas and
alpacas.
Yeah, it was beautiful. But we will now start our hike. It's supposed to take like 40 to 50 minutes, so we'll keep you posted. There's tons of moss up here. It reminds me of Iceland. The volcanic rock covered in moss. Something else too, our guide gave us some type of oil, or I'm not sure exactly what it was. It was liquidy. You put it on your hands and then you breathe, and it helps you breathe. And I think it does really help, so I'll be smelling my hands on the way up. So, Brian needed a break. He made it to the second lookout. Whew. But I'm climbing up a little bit towards the rock forest. I'm not gonna go all the way up there, but I just wanna see what's on the other side of this hill. We're just going slow and steady and breathing. You do get out of breath really fast, but everybody's body reacts differently. I'm doing okay with it. Brian's having a lot more trouble breathing than me, so let's go see what's at the top of this hill. This is gorgeous. You can see there's a glacier off in the distance. So, there are two places to go to see the Rainbow Mountains. The main one is Vinicunca. That's probably the one that you've seen pictures of if you look it up. It's very crowded. The hike is way longer, way steeper. There's only one mountain that has the colors on it. Whereas where we are is called Palcoyo, and it's a more recent area that they've opened. I think our guide said that they opened right before the pandemic. There's a lot less people here. All of the tour guides, as they've passed by it, I've heard them say that it's so much better here. It's prettier, there's fewer people, there's a lot more to see, it's a way easier hike. And at these altitudes, if you're not used to it, I definitely recommend coming here instead. It's so quiet and peaceful. There's not very many people. You can see I'm all alone right now. So I highly recommend Palcoyo. And I think our tour today was maybe $30. We'll put the price up on the screen and we can link it in the description. Our guide told us that people stack up these rocks here, like this, to say thank you to Mother Earth for getting them here safely. Okay, I have left my stack of stones. Found this nice red one. I left it right in front of the big Rainbow Mountain and the glacier.
It's all National Geographic.
Oh my word!
Well, we have almost made it back down. I said to Brian, this might be my favorite thing that we've done on this tour, even over Machu Picchu, just because, well, I love hiking and I love mountains, and the views are just stunning up here. And it was an attainable walk. Also, our guide told us the reason that there was so little food at breakfast this morning is that there are a lot of groups that go through there going to Vinicunca, which is the taller mountain, and it's a more difficult hike, and you're not really supposed to eat that much because your digestion is really slow at that high of an altitude. So it's a light breakfast so people don't overeat before their hike. There are bathrooms here right at the entrance of Palcoyo, and they cost 1 solé. And so you give them a sole, and then they give you some toilet paper, and then you can use the bathroom. So, we're back at the same place for lunch that we had breakfast. I think we had a buffet the other day with our Sacred Valley tour that was gourmet. I mean, it was...
In comparison, yes.
So, we weren't...
But it wasn't included.
Oh, yeah, we did have to... Yeah, this was included. So, I'm thankful that we got some food. Brian's been feeling really bad after
that altitude.
And then it's more than an hour on a really, really bumpy, rough road. So he was just feeling not so great. So you got a little food in you now, and we're going to head back to Cusco. We are back in the Plaza de Armas in Cusco.
We just finished our day in Palcoyo, and I will say that it was extremely painful to my Florida lungs right now.
Yeah, Brian had a rough day. He didn't feel good most of the day.
But I feel better now.
Yeah, he had a little food and some medicine, so. But yeah, I think that for how cheap that tour was, it was definitely worth it.
So the tour was through, I think it's Expedition Guru, and it was only $45 a person, and it included 2 buffets, even though the buffets were lackluster. But hey, it was food and transportation, and we were gone for 11 hours. I know if I was doing this by myself, I would not want to drive up that hill into that park.
I don't even know if they allow non-tours to go up there. So
I think they do.
But yeah, it's a rough road to get up there. I will say that the food that I tasted was good, so it's just there wasn't a lot of option. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed the scenery, and it was really gorgeous up there, so I'm glad that we got that opportunity. We only have one more day left in Peru.
We're going to make the most of it. We're going to go to Sexy Woman.
Sexy Woman.
So we're going to check out for the night, go get some dinner, and we'll be back tomorrow.
See you on the other side.